God bless you, Al Tabernacle, and welcome to the very first episode of the EL Vision podcast. On today's episode, we will be discussing the thing that has been buzzing all over social media, which is, of course, our Apostles trip to Angola. We will be touching on the EHR 78 Cup, and we're going to top that by taking this conversation directly to Angola. Brother Logan.
Zina, I tell you, on that Angola topic, as soon as I opened my phone, on that clip where the apostle arrived at the airport in Luanda, I could feel the atmosphere in my home. The electricity was so lit in the house. My hairs was raised in my arms and all over. I could feel it. The reception was so amazing from the believers in Angola.
I have to agree with you there, Brother Logan. The way that they welcomed the man of God, you could see the excitement of being able to see him face to face, and that just made me realize once again how blessed we are to have the apostle right here in South Africa. Eh?
No, I totally agree, Zina. And like I said, what a reception, what a warm welcome, and we can't stop talking about it.
We can't. And seeing all of the believers, the Angola believers there, I also spotted some of the investors, the EHR Cup investors there. Did you?
Yeah, I actually also saw some of them, and on that, I mean, we have to acknowledge that is also something that is so exciting happening in the ministry right now, and it's creating such a wonderful atmosphere amongst the believers. You look at what happened with the opening ceremony. You look at all the activity on the fields, the competition in the tournament. It is just something that people can't stop talking about.
The other thing they can't stop talking about is how beautiful all the teams looked with the new outfits running onto the. Oh, it looked beautiful with all the flags and it feels like once they were wearing the clothes, they were feeling it, and they really brought it all on. That day they were all fire, eh?
Absolutely, Zina. And another thing is, you look at the leaderboard standings. What do you think about that? I mean, the surprises we had.
7 stars. Look at 7 stars taking it to the top, being in the lead. And Volcanoes, they didn't drop. They just brought the fire. The name says it all. On that, when I speak about the 7 stars, it just makes me wonder, how does the Karua brothers feel about that? But I feel like that's a conversation for another day.
Zina, on today's topic, we just want to inform you that for today's podcast, we really have a very informative interview all the way from Angola. Pastor Edgar is right on the floor with some El Tabernacle members, and we are so excited to move over to them in Angola. To start off, we'll be speaking to Brother Nathaniel Matlhaga. He is a El Tabernacle deacon, and we have an in-depth discussion with him about his experience in Angola and how everything has changed and just became better amongst us in El Tabernacle with all the activities taking place. Of course, I'm talking about the EHR 78 Cup as well. So without wasting any time, let's go right over to Angola.
God bless you, brothers and sisters. I hope you all are doing well. We have our precious brother Nathaniel with us, and we are live in Angola. And this is special footage from Angola, but Nathaniel, that is exclusive only to us here, and hopefully it will get across to our believers back home with the new EL News podcast. So we're trying to see which way the Lord leads, but we're very excited, and we have our precious brother Nathaniel with us today. But Nathaniel, I think let's just dive a bit back. I know we are in Angola, but I'd like to maybe just pick your brain a little bit with regards to the EHR 78 Cup. But Nathaniel, if I remember correctly, was part of the officials, the team that ran the event. From your experience, Brother Nathaniel, what can you tell our viewers basically? The games were so energetic. There were so many things happening on the day. The opening ceremony that took place, and then the games kicked off. From your experience, maybe you can just tell us what happened and how did it make you feel?
Thank you, Pastor Edgar. It's definitely an honor for me to be here with you at this time. And it actually humbles me to think that God knew everything before we even thought that we could be here in Angola. I'd like to express a word of gratitude and thanks and greetings to the man of God, that's the chief in charge. And we are so humbled to see the reception that he received in Angola. And we wish that the Lord must give us more grace to see the gift in our midst so that we can do a service in appreciation to what God has sent us in this last day. May God really help us to recognize the vision in our midst and also to support it with everything within us. Also, a word of greeting to the Augustines and the Roscoe family, Pastor Jonathan, Pastor Jude, Pastor Edgar Jr. We are really grateful that we have got company of such people of the caliber. In terms of the games with EHR 78, I was so delighted to be part of it because I love cars. So, but I had to do the
soccer.
The soccer. Now, soccer, the reason why I just got detached from soccer because of I don't understand it. But now when I was approached, I said, it's my first time. I'm going to make some. No, there's always the first time I was told. Then they gave me a rule book. Then I went through the rule book and I asked. And I want to thank the people who actually showed me how to do the last name Julian.
Yes.
For the first time in my life, I enjoyed soccer.
Wow.
Yes, I did. I never ran. I like running, but that day I ran until every part of my joint was out. So the opening ceremony was extremely planned, very well done. The introduction of the netball team, the introduction of the netball.
What do you think about the kids, by the way?
The kids, in terms of the young people,
I think the kids, the uniform that they had on, how was that? Was it good?
It was very good. Professionally done, professionally sourced.
Yes.
It actually gave color and texture to the whole event.
Wow.
It was very, very nice. Professionally done. To the organizers, I said, you did a very good job.
Amen.
Everybody was happy there. And I must say that the games themselves, the spirit was very good. It was Christian with fights that I don't know of any fight that happened there. Everything went well. And I actually am very, 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 very happy. And I was part of the official.
Sounds good. 100%.
It was very good.
So Nathaniel, one more thing. Let's now take it back to where we are right now. What was your experience being in Angola and Luanda, the capital, or rather the city, everything that has transpired, maybe just from your perspective, and then also to tie in how was the first service basically?
The Angolan experience for me was very, very, very good. In that the people here are very, very receptive. You actually think they are El Tabernacle.
Wow.
They worship, they've got different instruments during the worship that they use, like the vuvuzela, and the other one is like a horn, like they blow it, the other one is a bell that they actually... Then what actually was more nice for me was when they were singing. They've got this referee whistle that they blow.
So you felt like you were in the 78 Cup all over again, actually.
But it was so beautiful. Their singing is good. The whole congregation is singing. Something to hear. When you are inside there, you hear. You understand what they are saying, but the rhythm, the musicians, the organization of the whole thing, it's high level. It's like they copied us in our tabernacle. Something to behold. The preaching was out of this world. It was so good. I felt the service must never stop. That's how I felt. And then the ministers, everybody was in their places.
Yeah.
The deacons, I also learned some few things
From the deacons as
from the
well.
deacons.
That sounds
And
good.
the transportation of the people, very, very,
Yeah.
very well organized.
Amen.
Even the meeting.
Wow.
Yeah. I saw the equipment that they use. I don't know because I've been out from the for a
Yes.
long time.
Yes.
But I think the mixer.
Okay.
Is the same mixer.
Yes.
that they
Oh,
were
okay.
using. Yeah, I was actually. But Julian will be actually
More clued up on that.
Yes.
100%.
But I was highly impressed.
Amen. Thank you for that, Brother Nathaniel. I don't know anything that you'd like to say to the viewers back home.
The viewers back home, if you are not here, you were not here. But God knew everything.
Amen.
And for everything under the sun, there's a purpose.
Amen.
So we were just humbled that it was in God's plan that we should be here
Amen.
and
Amen.
be part of this wonderful occasion.
Amen. That's Brother Nathaniel. God bless you. Thank you so much, Brother
God
Nathaniel.
bless you,
God bless you. Amen.
I hope you enjoyed that interview with Brother Nathaniel Matlhaga. Thank you again, Pastor Edgar, for making it possible for us to speak to the people right there in Angola. What a beautiful testimony that was. But we're not going to waste any time. We're going to hear now from Brother Julian Boulton. He is an investor. He's also one of the delegates that made it on this lovely trip, and also one of the media specialists in El Tabernacle.
God bless you, El Tabernacle. We are live in Rwanda with our precious brother Julian, bringing you exclusive footage from this side of the world for our EL News podcast. And we're excited, Brother Jules, to have you on the set.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you.
First of all, I think we just want to dive in just to pick your brain on what has transpired in the services thus far. Obviously, we are on day 2 at the moment, and we'd just like to know from your experience, basically, with Pastor Jude's service, very dynamic, very powerful, the response of the people. What was your experience with that first service?
No, I must say, from my point of view, I like the build-up of Pastor Jude, how he brought the people into the service, how he uplifted the people, how he helped the interpreter, how he was patient with the guy. It was his first time that he'd interpret.
Yes.
And I think Brother Gus will speak about the guy's experience with the apostle. But if you hear the testimony afterwards of the man, then you understand why he was so nervous.
Yeah.
So I know the people maybe thought he was not also fluent, but he was very, very nervous, I think. So, and the experience he had with the apostle before the time also
Yeah.
speaks about why he was so nervous. So
Yeah.
it was a great experience. It was a great experience. It was good to see how the dedicated the media team is. Yeah, it was lovely, and I really enjoyed the service.
Amen.
Yeah, and I think the people also on the broadcast, because the sound was quite good
Yeah.
on the broadcast. So it was good.
No, that sounds good. Also, with regards to the city, what did you find about the city? Did you like Rwanda? How do you feel about it?
From what I experienced so far, it's been safe.
Yes.
We've been well looked after by the brothers over here,
Amen.
and they really dedicated, so that helped a lot, and they tried to make everything as comfortable as possible for us
Yeah.
on this trip.
100%. So, Julian, and then one more thing, I think just to dive a bit back to our previous event with the EHR 78 Cup.
Yes.
I believe you are one of the investors as well.
Yes, thank you.
So, what was your experience? If I remember correctly, I think the Julian is Lions, not
No,
Lions.
we are
Gunners.
Yes.
Oh my,
Yeah.
our arch rivals. I think the league also now is taking flight.
Yeah.
A lot of things has transpired with regards to the log. And Gunners also has a game in hand, if I'm not
Yes.
mistaken.
Yeah.
So your experience basically coming from the gala. Let's take it from the gala, but Julian, the whole process of the EHR 78 Cup as an investor's perspective.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the tournament, and what can you tell us about what has transpired?
Okay, so I think from the gala was a great event. Firstly, I want to thank the El Tabernacle Soccer Board for allowing us to be investors. I want to thank you for the opportunity. Then I want to say that Yeah, from what I see as a person who was a young person before in in the ministry, I grew up in the ministry from the age of 15,
Yeah.
and I played soccer. In the olden days, it was just Joburg against Victoria,
Yes.
and it almost like excluded everybody else. And the tournament now includes every El Tabernacle branch, and I'm so glad for that. I'm glad for the young guys that are participating. I'm glad for the for a participation in the group.
Yes.
I'm glad that it keeps the brothers busy,
The young brothers.
the young
Yes.
brothers, and I'm glad that they're chatting on the group. I'm glad that they're engaged,
Yeah.
and it's keeping them fit and healthy, which is also good.
Yeah.
And I'm glad for the respect they show towards each other and when we play the soccer. Glad for Pastor Edgar that he has introduced prayer before the games.
Yeah.
It changes spirit around the whole thing. So yeah, I know it's soccer and it's keeping us busy, but it's also keeping the young people engaged and keeping them away from idleness, because
Yes.
idleness is where the devil starts working with you.
Correct.
And the brothers that are alone in areas like wherever they are staying, at least they have contact with the brothers now and they have a platform to engage with the brothers.
Yeah.
So that is the main thing for me as an older person, is that the young people are getting engaged and the young people are participating and they're getting to know each other and they know they're not alone.
Yes.
So I think that's the main thing for me about the soccer.
Sure. Sounds good. I think also with regards to like what Julian is saying, the younger people, that's not maybe from the one perspective, but from I see it's actually mixed. Like you don't know who you're actually gonna play with.
Yeah.
And I think for the first time looking at it, there's older guys with younger guys. It's such a mixed up
Yeah.
thing. I think from my side, I'd like to know Brother Julian with regards to Gunners, the setup of the team and how do they engage, like in terms of the tournament that's coming now, maybe at the end of the year, you'll have a game in hand.
Yes.
What is the dynamic in the club?
No, I think the players of Gunners, I think they are just the best players so far.
Oh my!
So I think they have a very good chance having a game in hand to go top of the league. They must keep it up. On our group chat, they are gymming, they are keeping fit,
Yeah.
they're engaging with one another, they're respecting each other. I think that's very important. And yeah, we're trying to give everybody a chance, but we're also trying to win. So with our coach and our investors, I think we have the right strategy. We are already, I think, third in the league with the game in hand, 1 point behind. So if we can win the next game, we can go top of the league.
Sure.
And we got a good chance. And I think the
Yes.
guys must just support each other and support the investors, must support them, support the coach. And then we have a good chance of taking the league.
Sure.
But the most important win is to win our brothers and sisters' respect. I think
Amen.
that's the most important win.
There you have it, people. Gunners is on form, one of the investors, and we're looking forward to it, Brother Julian. We believe it's going to be a spectacle for the end of the year event. I think it is winding up now.
Yeah.
From my perspective, I think Gunners is one of the favorites actually to win it,
Yes.
based on that league table. But we'll see which way the Lord
Yeah.
leads. Anything from Brother Julian's side?
Yeah, no, I just want to thank the
Yes.
apostle again for allowing us to come with him on the strip. From my perspective, like I told Brother Nathaniel this morning, we just want to respect him more,
Amen.
honor him more,
Yes.
and honor the Roscoe family for the opportunities they've given us, for
Amen.
keeping our children engaged in the church. That's very important for us, for the young people to serve God.
Amen.
Okay.
Thank you, Brother Julian. God
Bless
bless you.
you. God
Thank you,
bless
sir.
you. God bless you.
That's the first of many discussions that will be coming to your screens from the EL Vision Podcast channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until our next conversation, God bless you.